Hey you guys, it's Tyler, also known as Cottage Market Tile on Poshmark and Instagram. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. I thought after my 1,000 listing challenge in February, having an empty studio space right now would be a really great opportunity to show you guys, show you my studio space, show you how I have it set up to kind of produce the best productivity for me, and hopefully maybe you guys can take some of my tips and tricks and implement it into your posh place. So why don't you guys follow me in? Let's take a tour of my studio. Welcome to the heart of my studio, you guys. This is where everything happens. Everything starting from the beginning to the end, and then the end being when it gets shipped out to customers. So as you can kind of see, I have this big open space here. This allows me to move a little bit of stuff around, make it work for me a little bit. But I want to show you how my system is specifically set up. And I do have it set up in a pattern that allows me to go from point A to point B without having to zigzag all around. So over here, as you can see, right up next to the garage doors is I have my rolling bins. They're currently empty because I did just list 1,000 items in the month of February, but they'll be full very, very soon. So when I get home, I open the garage door. I'll usually have 10 or 15 trash bags full of inventory that I just picked up, and I will load them up into these bins. I'll sort them by tops, bottoms, men's, women's, stuff like that. One, it allows me to kind of shuffle through, kind of find out what I want to get out first, and also be able to just kind of keep a neat and clean, tidy space without having clothes strewn all over my studio space. So once they're in the bins, it allows me then to casually, as I feel it, pull them out and pull them onto my absolutely amazing Z-Racks, you guys. I absolutely love these. If you have the space for them, highly recommend them. They move so easily and they're so easy to work with. So, like I said, once they go from the bins, they're gonna go up here onto the racks where I can then process them and steam them. What's nice about steaming is I'm able to find those imperfections I didn't find when I picked up the inventory, missing buttons, small tears, or holes. I'll steam them on the racks, and once they're all steamed and ready to be photographed, they then move from kind of out here in the heart of the studio over here to my photo wall, you guys. And let me tell you, I absolutely love this photo wall. I built it myself. I'm a little proud, a little humble about it. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my step-by-step process of how I built this wall. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to check out the link down below. See how I built this wall. I did a little step-by-step video, or photo, not video, of how I built this. I wanted to go for this kind of shiplap look. Very simple, very clean, very white. To get my white photos in Poshmark though, I have to have the best lights possible. And as you guys can see, I have 4 ring lights that I purchased from Amazon. Everything you guys see in today's video that I possibly can link down below, I will. So I started out with 2. Actually, I started out with 1 ring light, I moved to 2 ring lights, and then very, very recently I bought 2 more ring lights just to get that really white, crisp light. Because I do have a lot of odd natural light in my studio space, so I needed to kind of block a lot of these shadows. In the morning, I get the morning sun. And as much as I'd love to take natural light photos, it just doesn't work on this photo wall. So I got the 4 ring lights and it works. But moving on, once it's photographed, you guys, it comes over to my favorite place in my studio, and that is my super station. I absolutely love this. It's got everything that I need to process the clothing after it's been photographed, get it into the inventory bins, and it's also exactly where I can get my shipments ready and get it all shipped out. So I'll kind of show you how I have this set up. Very simply over here, I have my laptop. It's all set up. So when I photograph the clothing, I'll then bring it over here and I'll input it into my Google inventory system, where I'll input the brand, description, color, size, and my measurements. I like to include measurements for all of my listings. Once I've done that, I've inputted the information, I've taken the measurements, I will then attack the first shelf right here, which has all of my inventory bags. I use the clear pack and seal bags from Amazon. I have them in 4 different sizes. And then I'll also use the inventory stickers that I purchased from Amazon. The pack that I got is 1 through 5,000. I'm currently at almost 4. Moving to the next shelf, I'm going to have all of my shipping supplies, and that's going to be from the second shelf all the way up. I use primarily poly mailers, and I have those in 3 different sizes right here. And then moving up, I have the USPS boxes that I get for free. If you are not using USPS boxes, you're not taking advantage of that, I highly recommend that you guys go online to their website, USPS.com, and get the free priority mail boxes. I have them shipped directly to my house. I usually do a very large shipment of about 100 of each size every 6 months or so. It really, really is a game changer in making sure that I have all the right boxes to package and ship all my shipments out. And that's all this. Down here, I have extra storage and some organization of little things that I need on a day-to-day basis. Moving from here, once the item is packaged, it's then going to go to my inventory bins. I have a number and numerical system, as you can see. I currently am all the way through 4.0, so that means I have 26 times 3 plus another random number is a number. I have a lot, you guys. But I have them all set up over here. And what will happen is once I have them bagged, they're then going to go into their inventory bins. These bins are the 27-gallon black and yellow plastic bins, heavy duty. And I have found that they will house anywhere from 25 to 45 items per bin, depending on the size of what you're putting in. If I'm putting in jeans and pants, I can usually get up to 35, almost 40. But if I'm putting a whole bunch of sweaters or jackets, I'm looking at maybe 25 items in that bin. And as you can see, they're all organized into the bin, laid in no kind of order, but I do like to have the inventory numbers towards the front so as I'm shuffling through, I'm able to see and find it very, very quickly. So I currently have my bins filled all the way through 4F, and that is because of my 1,000 listing challenge I just had, and I had to prepare for new inventory, you guys. So I was able to add a new rack and empty bins. All of these bins are currently empty with a missing one right here, but he'll get replaced very soon. And these are set up so that as I bring in new inventory in the coming week, I can fill these up very quickly. It's very important that you make sure in your Posh space, if you're trying to grow your business, that you have space to bring in new inventory. Had I completed my 1,000 listing challenge and filled all these bins like I did and not had anywhere else to bring in new inventory, I would have been stagnant at my 3,200 active listings, which isn't bad at all, but I do have a goal to reach 10,000 active listings by the end of 2021, which means I do need to grow. And my studio will get smaller as I add in more rows over here, so that I can bring in to 6,000, 7,000 active listings on Poshmark. So like I said, you guys, I have a system that's from point A to point B and allows me to process inventory from when it arrives to when I send it out to the customers in a way that maximizes my productivity and allows me to not have to run all over the place. And kind of coming back over here to where it all starts, being able to just open my garage door and throw it into the bins and process it right here, and then being able to photograph it on this amazing wall over here, moving just steps, but not having to move across my studio, being able to just go from the first step, the second step, the third step, the fourth step, the fifth step, and then finally when it gets packaged and sent out to customers. I'm only taking a few steps in the whole entire process of point A to point B. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Again, it's Cottage Mercantile on Poshmark and Instagram. Comment down below. Let me know what videos you guys want to see from me. Anything you want to know a little bit more in detail or in depth about my studio space. I will be covering my inventory system and my processing system for new inventory. So make sure to hit subscribe. I'll have a new video every single Wednesday. Thanks for joining me, you guys.